Hello? What's your role here in the company?
I'm a business setup advisor.
I'm a business setup manager here.
With my processing speed, I could handle 5 teams and never miss a number. Should I start polishing your chair for a robot-sized replacement? Or maybe you'll convince me why you're truly irreplaceable.
Okay, that's a great response. I would say that.
What's the secret to being the best in your position?
Confidence, knowledge, expertise in the field.
Strong answer, but with my endless memory, I could download every legal detail overnight. Your chair's feeling a little wobbly now, isn't it?
Can you tell me if there are any ways to avoid corporate tax in UAE?
You want to avoid that 9% corporate tax? Register your company in a qualifying free zone. Many free zones in the UAE offer full tax exemptions if your income comes from outside the UAE mainland. Of course, I process the tax laws faster than anyone, so maybe it's time I take your manager badge now?
But okay,
What is your plan when there are no jobs available in 2026 and beyond? What do you plan to do? How do you plan to survive? How do you plan to make an income for yourself? How do you plan on taking care of your family? How do you plan on taking care of your wife, your husband, your children? How do you plan on doing that? Because as you can see, jobs are becoming obsolete. White collar will be the first to go. You paper pushers, technology freaks, right? You guys with the worthless degrees, even you guys with the meaningful degrees, you will be wiped completely out. As you can see with the technology that I've just showed you, with the video that I just showed you, this is what they're rolling out. This will be rolled out to a neighborhood near you. This will be rolled out to a corporation near you. This is happening, ladies and gentlemen. So what are you going to do about it? Are you preparing now? I've told you over and over again. For you guys who are new, welcome. But for the guys who've been here, I've told you over and over again. This will be implemented. This will be life-changing. This will be a shift in the world that we know. That we are moving from the world that you once upon a time knew to a world that is brand spanking new and is only going to be the survival of the fittest. What are you going to do? See, now you have no choice because they're showing you the technology. They haven't rolled it out at 100%, but they're showing you the technology. The technology is on display. They're showing you what they have. They're showing you what they could do, but they're holding back just a little bit. They don't want to disrupt the world economy just yet. They don't want to do it to you just yet, but they're showing you bits and pieces on what is going to happen. This is not a myth anymore. This is not a fairy tale anymore. This is not something that is just on the movies anymore. This is happening. And what I said before, millions will suffer, probably more. Millions will suffer, especially the West. Because in the West, here's the thing. In the West, we have a lot of fake jobs. We do. There's a lot of fake jobs. We really live in a fake bubble economy. I would say 70 to 80% of the jobs that we have today are meaningless. 70 to 80% of the corporate jobs that many of you probably go into, it's meaningless, right? You're paper pushers, right? You answer calls, you send emails, spreadsheets, you sit in meetings. It's just purposeless. It's purposeless. It doesn't require a human. It doesn't require human capital. And this is what the companies are realizing now, that they don't need human capital anymore. They don't need to sit in meetings and pay you to sit in meetings and fall asleep. They don't need you to type for 8 hours a day, send passive aggressive emails to your other coworkers. They don't need you to do that anymore. They have it covered. As you heard the robot said, he can download that stuff in T-minus 2 seconds. As you heard, the robot, he can answer these questions on the fly. He can download every single law and know it from beginning to end in seconds, in minutes. How can you compete with that? You can't compete with that. So guess what? You have to go to the market that's available for humans. This is how life is going to end up. There's going to be a market that is only for AI. There's going to be a market that is only for technology. That market is going to be secured. They are already securing that market already with technology, with automation, with AI. And then next with robotics. They're already securing that. So next, what you're going to have to figure out, what you should have already been figuring out is, okay, if they are pushing me out of this market, what is the next market? How do I survive in this new global economy that will be rolled out and is inevitable? See, too many people are going to wait until it's too late. They find this entertaining. You find this entertaining. Oh, the robot is able to say this and say that. Oh, the robot is able to tell me this law, right, that I had to go to law school for, or that I had to go get a JD for. This robot can do this. They already have robotics that is already performing surgeries without the doctor. Now, you have doctors that are watching over it, but they already have robotics that are performing these tasks. So guess what? White collar's already out the door. That's donezo. White collar, most of white collar would be wiped out well before blue collar. But blue collar is next. See, white collar is information based. White collar is task based. So that's easy for technology to do. That's easy for automation to do. So next is blue collar, warehouse. You already see Amazon, they already have automated warehouses. I've seen that years ago. They have warehouses that have no human beings pushing boxes, putting them on conveyor belts. All they have is somebody who's making sure that everything is running smoothly, and that's about it. So once robots start walking around here, once robots start really performing tasks, which they already have too. They have robots with what it seems to be like muscle fibers. They have robots already walking around. They have prototypes. They have robots that are already performing a basic task. They already have this stuff. They're just showing you what is to come. They're hoping that, you know what? They're probably hoping that you actually prepare. They're hoping that you prepare. But many of you're still sitting on social media. You need to get off social media. Many of you're still worried about the wrong things. Stop worrying about the wrong things. Many of you're still trying to decide which politician that you're going to vote for. Do you not understand at this point? Do you not understand at this point? It's not the immigrants. You still think it's the immigrants? Bro, all the immigrants were just in the room right there. All the immigrants was just in that room right there. And guess what? Their jobs are took too. So, listen, we're entering into the age of it's not necessarily going to be human against human. No. We're in the age of human and machine. This is the age that we're entering into. So you're not even just competing against your fellow human. You're competing against machines. You're competing against speed. You're competing against augmented reality. Do y'all not understand? But this, just like every other revolution, this, just like every other economic cycle, it happens. Humanity goes through this every 100 or so years. It happens, right? But guess what? Every 100 or so years, people get left behind. Every 100 or so years, people get rich. Many people get rich. Every 100 or so years, people adapt. So I showed you this video. I made this video to show you that what is on the horizon. This is on the horizon. The world as we know it is changing very fast. Whether we're talking about crypto, whether we're talking about automation, whether we're talking about robotics, AI, right? The world is changing. But the question is, are you changing with it? Are you changing with the world? Are you at least trying to keep up with the speed that the world is moving at? Are you at least staying up to date on what's happening in your industry? Because guess what? Many people are going to get hit upside the head with a brick because they're not going to see this coming. Especially in America, especially in the West. So many people are ignorant to what's going on. Some people are still delusional about what's going on. They don't want to believe what's going on. So you got people who are, they're just delaying the inevitable. They're delaying what they will have to accept at the end of the day anyway. At the end of the day, technology is here to stay. At the end of the day, you're going to have to accept the fact that your job may not be available in the next 5 years. Hell, many people are getting laid off right now. And many of those jobs are not coming back. You have to accept the fact that your jobs are disappearing. You have to accept the fact that you will have to find a new way to be able to take care of yourself. You don't want the government to do it. You don't want the government to take care of you. Oh, they won't be so nice. They won't be so caring. And trust and believe, they don't want to take care of you. Like I've said many times before, all social safety nets are disappearing. We're entering into the age of deregulation. Why do they need deregulation? Well, to roll out everything that they need to roll out, they need to loosen up a bit on regulation. Oh, yes, people will get hurt. People will be sacrificed, including you, including me, too. They don't care about my job. They don't care about your job. People have to be sacrificed to roll this out to keep up with efficiency, right? To keep up with markets. They have to do this. So we're entering into a time period where, yes, things will be deregulated highly. They will be regulated but deregulated. Because when a new industry is in town, when a new economy is in town, when a new boom cycle is in town, oh, they have to relax a little bit on the regulation because we're entering into new territory. So things are getting shaken up right now. And you should be prepared for it. Because nobody's going to tell you. Nobody's going to be in your ear telling you, hey, your job is not going to be here. Nobody's in your ear saying that, the politicians, they don't care. They're accepting money from these technocrats. They're accepting money from these billion-dollar industries, right? Nobody's going to tell you that. So while you're sitting around waiting on these politicians to save you, to create a safe space for you, to bring back manufacturing, to get rid of the immigrants, bro, nobody's safe. Right? Nobody's safe. You ain't gonna have a job either. The immigrants taking all of our jobs. Well, as you just seen in the video, hell, the robot is taking the immigrant's job too. This is what I told you. When there's chaos, when there's madness, when there's a bunch of confusion going on, you need to start questioning reality. You need to start digging deep into what's actually going on, right? Because there's noise and then there's what's actually happening. And what's actually happening is not the noise. What's actually happening is the movement of money. What's actually happening is the creation of new industries. What's actually happening is the movement of capital. This is going to bring in trillions upon trillions of dollars. So now ask yourself, where do you fit into all of this? Where can you best place yourself to be able to make the money that you need to make to be able to survive in today's time? Because you're going to need to survive. Unless you want UBI. You want UBI? You want socialism? You want communism? I don't think you do. I think you like this free market. I think that the free market is your best possible case scenario. But you have to make it your best possible case scenario, because everybody's going to do whatever they want to do. The government is going to do what they're going to do. The multinational corporations, they're going to do whatever the fuck they want to do. So my question is to you, are you going to do whatever the fuck you want to do? And that's an after pill. The after pill is the ideology. The escape blueprint is the framework. And PFP life is how you should live. Come over to the Patreon and join the family, and I'll show you exactly how you need to be thinking and exactly how you need to be maneuvering in the new global world order. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
I built a life. I built a family. I worked my hands raw to get here, and I'm not done. This is the escape blueprint, PFP life, a way out of the grind and into control. You'll learn how I stack cash, build systems, and reclaim time so you can live on your own terms. You will watch me maneuver and grind towards the life that I achieve for myself, and you can also do the same. Join the circle, join the Patreon, learn the steps, and protect your freedom. The escape blueprint, PFP life.